My P5 class, once again I'm back with you, and I don't need to remind you, my name is Mr. Monica John. Just get used to my name. When you see somebody, just know that's Mr. Monica John with Science P5. And this time we shall be looking at food in the stomach. Food in the stomach, okay? But before we do that, I left you with 4 numbers. Can you tell me their answers as we move on? 1. We are going to look at the exercise that I left with you, and that was 1. What is peristalsis? Peristalsis is the wave-like movement of food along the alimentary canal. 2. How is the epiglottis useful in the process of swallowing? The epiglottis prevents food from entering the lungs. It prevents food from entering the lungs. 3. How is mucus found in the gullet useful? The mucus prevents the walls of the alimentary canal from being digested by the enzymes. Without mucus along your alimentary canal, I told you our bodies are not dry. They have fluids, and those are like the mucus. The mucus prevents the walls of the intestines from being digested by the enzymes. And then the last question was saying, state one danger of talking while swallowing. State one danger of talking while swallowing. I will leave that one with you, and I know you wrote the best. So let's look at food in the stomach. Food in the stomach. Follow me and you'll understand. 1. A stomach is a muscular sac whose walls have ridges, hilly, or folds. The walls, it is not flat or smooth, but it has ridges. It is ridged. 2, it is like hills. It is hilly, or it has what we call folds. Another thing you need to know about the stomach, it stores food for a short period of time. The major function of the stomach, it stores food for a short period of time. Another function of the stomach, it is where digestion of food of proteins begin. It is where digestion of proteins begin in the stomach. And then 3, the stomach walls produce a digestive juice. That digestive juice is called gastric juice. Gastric juice. Gastric. Gastric juice. Then another thing that's produced by the stomach is the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Then the gastric juice. What we needed to know about gastric juice, it contains 2 enzymes. It contains 2 enzymes. How many enzymes are found in the gastric juice? 2 enzymes. And what are they? Renin and pepsin. Renin and pepsin. The spelling for renin is R-E-N-N-I-N. Master it. 2, there is pepsin. There is pepsin. P-E-P-S-I-N. Okay? So we are going to look at these enzymes and the acid, how useful they are during digestion of food. 1, let's look at the importance of hydrochloric acid. The moment food reaches the stomach, what happens? It will find hydrochloric acid before anything takes place. So it kills germs that come along with food. It kills germs that come along with food. Which acid am I talking about? Hydrochloric acid. It kills the germs that are coming along with the food. Sometimes you eat food which is containing some germs, the virus, bacteria, fungi, or whatever. So that acid just kills them. Okay? 2, it activates renin and pepsin. It activates renin and pepsin. What is to activate? To activate means to make something start working. Meaning that if hydrochloric acid is not in the stomach, digestion of proteins will not take place. These enzymes, renin and pepsin, will not work. I can remind you when we were looking at enzymes. Excuse me. Let me remind you when we were looking at enzymes. We looked at the conditions, how the conditions on which enzymes work. And we said we have alkaline condition and acidic condition. And we said some enzymes work under acidic condition, and we have found some of them here. Renin and pepsin work under acidic condition. Now, which acid brings that condition of acidic? It is the hydrochloric acid. So enzymes that work in the stomach, they work under acidic conditions. What are they? Have renin and pepsin. Those ones work under acidic condition. Now, what is activating them to work? It is the hydrochloric acid. 2, it deactivates salivary amylase. It deactivates salivary amylase. Now, what is to deactivate? I told you that to activate means to make something to start working. But to deactivate, to stop something from working. So when I say it deactivates salivary amylase, when food is moving from the mouth, it comes with salivary amylase. Now when it is coming with salivary amylase works under alkaline condition. Now that alkaline condition is not in the stomach. In the stomach there is a acidic condition. So salivary amylase will not work in the stomach. So what happens? It is this hydrochloric acid that stops amylase and tells it, please, my friend, you came here but you are not supposed to do anything here. Just wait, you will continue with your food that you came with. So what will only work is renin and pepsin. So the first importance of hydrochloric acid, 1, it kills germs that come along with the food. 2, it activates renin and pepsin. 3, it deactivates salivary amylase. And what we are seeing here is the stomach. This is the stomach. Okay? We can move on to the next, and we shall be looking at the enzymes. Which enzymes are they? Renin and pepsin. What's the use of renin and pepsin? Renin clots milk proteins. Renin clots milk proteins. Now, we know that milk is rich in proteins. So, how do the enzymes get the proteins? Now, the renin that is in our stomach, the moment you take milk, the moment you drink milk or a baby takes milk, the milk is solidified. It is made to clot and become something like a what? A liquid, a solid. So that solid is the one they are going to sort that. They will remove the what? They will remove the proteins, and the pepsin will start breaking down the proteins. 2, pepsin breaks down proteins into a new substance called peptides. Into a new substance called peptides. Now, what do we need to note here? 1, the stomach is where digestion of proteins begin. The stomach is where digestion of proteins begin. 2, it is where absorption of alcohol, drugs, simple sugars, and common salts take place. Now, people who take alcohol is just a liquid. It is not digested. But when it reaches the stomach, it is taken up by the blood. The blood comes and sucks it out, and then it will transport it to all parts of the body. That's why a person who takes alcohol, gets drunk faster than a person who is eating food. A person who is eating food might not get satisfied faster, but a person who is taking alcohol might get drunk faster. Why? For it stops in the stomach quickly. It is taken up by the blood, then it takes it to the brain, then a person loses balance and starts staggering and starting talking words, some words in the funny way. Okay? Therefore, so absorption of alcohol, drugs, simple sugars, and common salt take place in the stomach. Then another thing we need to know about the stomach, when food reaches the stomach, it is churned. To churn is C-H-U-R-N. It is churned into chyme. It is churned into chyme, into the new substance called chyme. So what is to churn? To churn is to turn it over and over. That's why after eating food and you sit down or you rest, you find your stomach as if it is moving slowly, as if it is going to start paining. But what's taking place? The food is being mixed, turned over and over, mixed with digestive juices and the acid to form something new that we call chyme. Okay? Now, with me, I have an activity that I'm going to leave with you. And remember that if you follow up properly, you are going to understand. Okay? And you are going to write it properly in your books. And when I come back, we shall go through. There are some people who don't want to write the work. But let me tell you, the more you write, the more you understand, the more you revise. Okay? With that, I want to thank you. And I say, see you later in the next lesson. Monica John is my name.